Good morning.
Good morning.
Long time no see.
Yeah,
Ah,
I was just thinking, man, waking up this early, confirms to me that how much I want to improve my English. Is it?
that's true. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's still dark. Not now, but
Wow.
maybe a couple minutes later was more darker.
Yeah. But good stuff, man. Good job. That's good.
Yeah,
Good for you. Good for you.
yeah.
Do you already have to use your English at work or no? Not yet.
No, not to speak. Not to
Mm.
speak. Today, not to. I didn't use it at all. But I used to create some reports in English, and I had to write something, but make some presentations. But not today. Today's I don't do this anymore. But
Why did your parents go ahead, sorry.
no, okay. You can.
Just gonna ask you, why did your parents come back to Brazil?
My parents, they went to United States when I was young. Is this question?
Yes.
No, they went to United States. My mother went to United States. She was the leader of this family travel. She went there to improve her English and improve some of her relationships, because she's now retired, but she used to work in a company called Sebrai
Oh, cool.
that and she was responsible for some missions to facilitate or train the small companies to export. Export?
Yeah,
Do you say
export.
yeah,
It makes sense.
export their products. So
Okay.
some relationships with other countries was important. So she had this uh, plan to travel to United States and pass like 1 year and come back. So all the family went there together. Uh, I was very young, but it was very important for my English, because I was like 7 years old. But when you're younger, you learn very very fast, and I
Yes.
and
It's
I
impressive.
it's impressive, yeah. And I remember that I didn't knew any word in English. I remember when we were just about to go to United States, and we were like having a dinner here and in our home and having a conversation, and I was like asking some words in English, like how to say pizza in English, how to say banana in English, and it was the similar words, and I was like joking about. I was a child, so I didn't know that time any word, and I learned it how to speak like a native.
Wow.
I came back to in 1 year.
In 1 year.
1 year, yeah. I came back to Brazil like with difficult to speaking Portuguese.
Wow, dude, this is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, with an accent. I remember that when I was playing like football on my condominium with some friends, I I used to say like "gal" with an O with
Oh, goal.
like "gal,"
Goal.
and not go
Gotcha.
like you say in Brazil. And so some accents I bring it from United States, but it was something that I changed it. I swifted the language fast to Portuguese again. But it was kind of funny how this happened.
Yeah, as fast as you could pick up the English, you could just pick everything back up from Portuguese.
Yeah, but it was the strategy, and all the family had this great experience. It was very good.
Awesome. You like playing soccer?
Yeah, I like playing soccer. I don't play it a lot nowadays because it's maybe it's dangerous. I guess
it is.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah, it's dangerous because we are not prepared like professionals players, but some of us think that we are.
Yeah.
So when I play, I avoid to hit someone or to participate in I don't know, when when I avoid hitting someone. No, it's a contact sport, but I avoid to use my strength to steal the ball or make a fall. I never do this because I'm aware that I can hurt someone, so I avoid this. But not everyone.
In soccer, you tackle people, like when you do these things, and like you can do like slide tackle, which is like, or you can just like tackling is like pushing them aside, and then when the ball is in between two people and then you come and both kick it at the same time, that's a challenge. So you say, yeah, nice challenge or good challenge, man. Because yes, so they say things in a very interesting way. And
but
I don't know if those were the words you were looking for.
But you say challenge the ball or no?
Yeah, you say like usually the expression would be like good challenge or nice challenge, something like this. Which is a dividida.
Tackle. What is tackle that you say?
Tackle is like you do a slide tackle, which is carrinho, or you do like a tackle, which is like just attacking the other person by pushing them or just by trying to, get the ball from them. Those are tackles.
It's TACKLE.
Perfect. Tackles. Soccer. Tackle. I'll show you. And then soccer challenge. Soccer challenge, I don't think it's gonna show anything. It's gonna show regular challenge. Let me see. Good challenge. Yeah, it's not gonna show what I was looking for.
But yeah, I took notes here.
Okay.
And so this is the story.
Awesome. So, about the things that we talked about yesterday, about the book and that thing about purpose, do you have any other comments, things that you have in your mind about this before we go on and talk about the videos?
No, maybe not. Maybe it's okay. It's okay. We can start with the videos.
All right. Just one last comment. I think that this thing about like where you come from to do everything else and then like starting in God, it applies for like family, friends, enemies, everything.
Yeah.
Work is just one of them.
Yeah.
If you take God out of the equation, things become way more complicated in terms of like how you philosophize about life, what are your morals, your ethics.
Yeah, but this just a comment. This
Yes.
this thought, it came in the right timing because I'm thinking that I'm using, or not using, but consuming less content, spiritual content that I wish to. You know, sometimes I used to consume a lot of content, like spiritual content. Do you know the spiritism?
Spiritism, yes.
Spiritism.
Perfect.
Okay, the spiritism. This is a religion, let's call like that.
Yeah.
That I had been studying a lot in the past years, and it's something that I had connected a lot. So
Awesome.
I'm Catholic. I'm Catholic.
Yeah, you say Catholic.
Catholic, yeah.
It sounds weird, right? Like,
Yeah, I'm Catholic. By birth, I don't know. I was Catholic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was baptized.
Nice.
I was baptized and did the first communion. I'm just trying to say that all my life I was Catholic.
Yeah, you say
Catholic.
Yeah.
Catholic.
Take the O out.
Catholic.
Yeah, Catholic.
Yeah.
I was all my life. It was like Catholic, and in the past years, I started to study the Spiritism. So it's something that helps a lot to like perceive the life, you know, and what makes sense and my purpose, like this book suggests here. But
You pronounce purpose.
my purpose, yeah.
So you say
Purpose.
glove, book cover, purpose, all
Yeah,
It's
my purpose.
perfect.
Okay, my purpose, and this is not something that I'm consuming anymore. So maybe I'm just thinking about how my job is difficult and my next steps on my professional next steps, and you know, this is like filling up my thoughts in my mind, and I had to stop a little bit and start to put in other content or other thoughts and other think about other things
Yes,
that like elevates me, you know.
definitely.
And like you were saying yesterday, man, everything when this kind of thing is like aligned, all the other things start to going right, you know.
Yeah.
You say going right is done certo, right?
Yeah, it works. You could say going. It starts going well.
Going
or
well.
starts going right. Works,
Going
no
well.
problem. I agree, and I think that like if you are aligned with this, if you're like, man, I'm doing the right thing, I'm being a righteous person, I am being just, I am being fair in my interactions with other people and everything else, even when things don't go perfectly right, you are aware that you are doing your best and you don't feel guilty, and you just trust that it's for a greater purpose, you know. That's
Yeah.
something that, like, I got sick, then I had pneumonia, and I was like, okay, I am not concerned, you know, I will just like go through this, no problem. And then before I would maybe be like, oh man, why? You know, but I wasn't like, why? I was like, okay, this is good. That will make me stop working for a little bit, be more with my wife. I don't know. I will try to learn from this. Also, like, yeah, go ahead.
No, and it's a problem for you because I guess it's a problem for you.
Yeah.
If you thinking that way, because you stop your work, man. So it's good for point of view, but maybe I don't think so good for another point of view.
Yeah.
But this is the onus of being like autonomous, right?
Exactly. There is that.
There are there are a huge list of positives point of views, of being autonomous. I'm sure of that.
Exactly. So I would have to like reschedule classes.
Yeah.
Most people would understand, but one student stopped studying with me, and maybe it wasn't because of this. Yes. So
no, I guess it was because of other thing.
Yeah, probably, but that did happen at the same time. So this is something that like you don't know for sure, you know, but people can take it wrong, and there's not much you can do. It's actually a good way to filter, you know.
Yeah. But hey, if you misunderstood the moment, you can or if you perceive in the wrong way, I think you can misunderstood. I guess I changed the sentence.
You can misunderstand. Sorry, I don't get it.
You can if you like join all these bad things together, you can like get it from it's a bad way of thinking, nah?
Right. Yeah, right. Yeah. So yes. And like when I lost this student, I was like, okay, it's not, I will rest assured that I'm doing the right thing, you know.
Yeah.
So yes, you can, even when things don't go well, even when things don't go right, it's right somehow that you don't understand at the time, right?
Yeah.
You probably experienced things like this, like, oh, you really wanted something, didn't work out, but then something better came.
Oh yeah.
Right?
This is very common. You always have to know like what do you want at the end, and never how do you want it to get it, because the how is something that you don't you maybe you never know which option is the better. So
Yes.
you keep like putting energy in the how you're going to achieve that, but you have to put energy only in achieving the goal, and let the universe show you how. Something like this.
Exactly.
How do you say ficar mal? It's like be bad? No.
Get sad. Maybe.
Sad is triste.
You're talking about like health?
No, like with bad thoughts and something that you can think like depressive, but not depressive. Maybe is too strong. But
yes, to be down, right? Down.
Yeah,
like,
be down.
Be down.
Yeah, be down. Okay, be down.
Yeah, to be down, to be depressed, in low spirits. Let's see.
Be down. Ficar para baixo.
Yeah. Cool. Or sad. Things like this.
Okay.
All right. So first video I want to share with you is about a philosophy 300 years, 400 years before Christ, before Jesus, in Greece, and it's called Stoicism. Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah, but I don't remember what it means.
So these guys basically saw that the universe was very well organized, and there were things like beauty and joy, happiness, and a structure where you sow a seed, right? You plant it, and then you wait for a process. You have to water it for a long time for the plant to come out, and then after some time give you the fruits. So they were seeing like, well, there are mechanisms in the universe. It's like if someone coded it, you know? So who's behind this? What's the logic of the universe? And then they will talk about this logic. About, just one parenthesis, the spiritual thing you're telling me. You're like, man, I spend my day, have 24 hours, I spend with different things. I used to spend part of it with spiritual stuff, and that was good for me. I kind of stopped. I feel like this is a good timing. I have to go back to this, do this a little. I totally agree. I think it's like eating well. You don't just eat well on the weekends. That's not enough. You have to kind of eat well every day. Also working out. If you just work out on the weekends, like if you only play soccer, like you said, once a week, it's so dangerous. Yeah. You have to be working out every day to then play a soccer match, even for fun, because it can be, you know, dangerous. So the good things in this universe, however it was programmed, however it was coded, they take us doing them every day. Eating well, working out, working, also spending quality time with our families, and that's the same with spiritual things. So I'm glad this is a thought inside of you, and I think that it will be very worth it if you take it seriously. And I think you could like do this connecting with God in the beginning of your day, because that's when you have your most energy, so you're giving your best. Like a phone, you unplug it from the charger, it's 100%, so do it then when you just wake up. You can do it more than then, but I think that that's you giving your priority to it. And then afterwards, it's not 100% anymore. You drop it to 99, and then you just keep dropping it until the end of the day when you're like, okay, I need to rest. So, and then you plug it again, your charger, and restart it all over. So these stoicists guys, they were like, the universe has some reasoning behind. What is this reasoning? And then they will call it a specific name. So let's see this video. It's interesting.
Okay.
The Stoics believed that everything around us operates according to a web of cause and effect, resulting in a rational structure of the universe, which they called logos. And while we may not always have control over the events affecting us, we can have control over how we approach things. Rather than imagining an ideal society, the Stoic tries to deal with the world as it is, while pursuing self-improvement through 4 cardinal virtues. Practical wisdom, the ability to navigate complex situations in a logical, informed, and calm manner. Temperance, the exercise of self-restraint and moderation in all aspects of life. Justice, treating others with fairness even when they have done wrong. And courage, not just in extraordinary circumstances, but facing daily challenges with clarity and integrity.
We've been talking about spiritual...
Oh, that was a good video, by the way.
The Stoics believe...
The next one is about...
We've been talking about spiritual beings in the...
Oh my gosh, why do I keep going back to...
We've been talking about spiritual...
Alright, just pause. This is about spiritual beings according to the Bible. My wife worked for this channel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're so big. Look, they have almost 4 million subscriber. It's pretty good. But yeah, about the previous one, what did you get from it? Does it make sense? What did you think?
Yeah, everything's connected, and you have to like guide your life in that four pillars that he showed.
Yeah.
Like wisdom, courage, balance, and
I think it said temperance, justice, and I don't remember the last one.
yeah. But okay, yeah, I got the message.
I think that the main thing there is like there is a logos, which is a logic to the universe. We are like in a matrix, and there's a logic for it.
Yeah, if you do this, like we were saying, if you do this, like this right things, the right wire will be pulled, like he was showing in the first image. I like it a lot. It's nice to think in that point of view.
Yeah.
Like if you pull something, no other things will start to move. And if you do this with the right things, all the things start to doing well in your life.
So the main thing, like as a spiritist, you believe in the Bible, right? But you also believe in Allan Kardec's interpretation of the Bible. That's basically what I understand, and I don't know much. So please help me understand, because I don't know much. How does it work?
I won't know how to explain the difference.
Okay.
But I can say about how Kardec thinks about some things that I believe. In the afterlife.
You can say right if you wanna.
Yeah, right.
That's the easy way.
I keep saying nah.
That's good. That means you're involved in the conversation.
Yeah, but the nah is like automatically.
Cool.
I know it's wrong. But
it's all right.
I keep saying. Okay, so the first thing is the afterlife.
Awesome.
The afterlife and the reincarnation. So the reincarnation and the afterlife.
Reincarnation.
Perfect.
I don't know if afterlife is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Maybe yes, but
you can tell me. I can try to help you.
It's afterlife with the incarnation, you know? So the life continues and is a closed cycle. So the world is, or the universe is filled up with some souls, and the cycle that keeps, keeps being the afterlife. I don't know if afterlife is like the eternal life that the Bible says.
Yep.
But maybe if it's that, it's not exactly what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to say that there's a cycle that keeps going on, and all the souls, come back in the reincarnation and come back and come back. And this is, so you had a lot of lives, and this life that we are now is just a small piece of the whole puzzle. And this is something that I believe. So I can perceive that we have this other spirits like living with us here, and it's all about energy and how do you connect with this specific kind of energy that attracts other spirits, and this affects your life like in a positive way or in a negative way. So this is something, I don't know, maybe I can say other things, but I think the main point is this thing about reincarnation, and how do your energy that we were talking about, like your thoughts and everything else, like affect your reality by attracting or repelling
Perfect.
some good or bad spirits and energy. All these things are connected, and I guess this is a good way to think about it. The way that I see life, it's a big mixed up of spiritism.
Yes, very good. Let me
Spiritism.
play it for here.
Spiritism,
Yeah.
and like quantum physics.
Wow, cool.
So these two things,
Yeah.
like put together, they are what I think the life is like. I don't know. The life is like how can I say? Yeah, the life is
What the life is about?
it's about what the life is about, or what the life is built up in, spiritism, and the like quantum physics, and this thing together, it's what directs me to
Right in.
the way I have to go,
Yes, I think that, things can make sense and not necessarily be true. And how do we check? It's very hard because we can't really check. We will only know when we die.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's so sad. That's hard. Because who came back,
Yeah, I used to think in this way. I had some experience with the Catholic
Awesome.
church, like with experience to become more closer to Jesus or God. It's like a encounter of young people with God,
Awesome.
Do
Like
you
a
know
youth
what
group?
this is?
I don't really know.
It's a group. It's a group. It's a event.
Hmm.
It's a program. I know. I think it's a church program.
Like this?
Youth group. Yeah. Youth.
Like
What is
youth?
youth?
It's like a jovem. So it's a
Oh, youth.
yeah
Youth.
group of like young people at the church. A youth group.
Yeah, it's a youth group that we had. This youth group of the church, they build up a program to attract other young peoples,
Nice.
and it was a program of 3 days, like a weekend, and a lot of experience happened in like a school or a place, a closed place with a lot of experience, and it's very, very good, very connecting experience, very strong. So I made this kind of things, and it was always very good to pass through this. And I was going to say something that I forgot, but
It's because I said, how can we know what's right?
Yeah,
because
yeah.
things make
Yeah, yeah.
sense.
yeah, exactly.
Like movies make sense, but they're not real. So things can make sense and not be real. So how do we know, right?
Yeah. But I was talking about that. That some friend of mine, they were more static.
Skeptic?
Skeptic.
Like
how
when
do
you don't believe?
Yeah, don't believe.
Yeah, you call it a skeptic. Like this.
Skeptic.
Skeptic.
That means cético, incrédulo, a person inclined to question or doubt accepted opinions.
So they were more skeptic, and they don't believe God. They didn't believe God. So I was when what I told them. Just a question. Sometimes I make a mistake about like the how do I use the verb like in the past, or I know that I make some mistakes about that. So how can I correct that? Maybe studying the grammar, you think?
Yeah, I could write and then we do more of this, or like you just said, just by saying it, you're like, no, it's not supposed to be like that. So next time you do it, then you will be self-correcting yourself. Something that you did, but it was only once you said, I didn't knew. So you say I didn't. You don't have to put the next verb in the past because that's past already. You already used past. So you say I didn't know. But then it's kind of hard to practice other than doing the sentences. You know, the best way is like, I would say didn't know here, and then you do a bunch of didn'ts, you know?
Yeah, I did it when we use did. I know that we have to use the next verb in the present.
Yeah.
This is something that I already know. But what I'm trying to say is that I used to tell them,
all right,
that if something changed you in some way, it exists. So if you become a better person by believing in God, so it exists.
Yeah.
So if so what I'm trying to say, if the Spiritism helps me to improve myself and to be a better person and to have a better version of me in my everyday, in my relationships. So this is a fact that exists. It don't need any more proof than that.
Yes.
So this is what I think about religion. I don't usually like discuss what is the truth. What is the truth? Is Catholic or Spiritism or another one that show? I think all the religions are they are based in the similar origin, and they are like only different ways to see or to explain this.
Yeah.
Similar
things, right?
Yeah, similar things. But if change you, and somehow it exists.
Yes. I was talking to another friend who is he's studying Hinduism, and so he reads that book Bhagavad Gita or something like this. And when I talked to him about my beliefs, he's like, man, this is so similar to Hinduism. And I'm like, really? So I think that when people are trying to go after, there are morals and there is ethics. What's the difference? Morals is like what most people are doing. So that's the status quo. So right now in Brazil, it's morally correct for you to be naked on Instagram and for you to get with another person's wife. You know, it's like people are okay about like doing things that are kind of like that will hurt you. But that's kind of, and will not just hurt you, will hurt other people. And it's kind of hard to see that it has bad effects on you because sin has long-term effects. Just like you have Coca-Cola, and water. Water is produced by the universe. Coca-Cola is produced by man. Coca-Cola is good. It tastes good. But it takes time for Coca-Cola to do you harm. And you won't even know that it was Coca-Cola. You will be like, dude, I'm sick. Oh, I'm so sick now. I have diabetes. I have all these problems. But you don't know that it was Coke. You don't know that it was the donut that you were eating instead of that mango or instead of apples, you know? Yeah. So the one thing that is immediate is if you drink Coke, you don't want to drink water. If you eat a donut, you don't want to eat a mango. So sin, the thing that it does immediately, it's like it makes you repel, like you were saying, the good stuff. But in the long term, it makes you sick. So it's morally correct for us right now in Brazil to do a bunch of sins. There's a saying that people, my wife told me, people are saying this, if it makes you feel, se te faz sentir, faz sentido. If it makes you feel, it makes sense.
Yeah.
What? So you're just gonna listen to your body? You know, there's like the body, the soul, who's in charge, and then the spirit. The spirit's like, dude, don't go this way. It's like id, ego, and superego, right? So the spirit's like, dude, there's a better way. But it's whispering. And the body's screaming, oh, go and sleep or go to a club. Get with as many girls as possible. So the body is so loud and it's screaming. And it's morally correct in Brazil to just listen to the body. And that will hurt us. And it's been hurting a bunch of people and they don't know. And maybe it was hurting you a little because you're more connected to the body things like work, make money, I don't know, travel, have fun. You know, these things that are like immediate. Yeah. And you're like not listening to the spirit. But you have like a compass inside of you and you're like, man, this is not right. But most people don't even have it. They're like just going with the flow, you know, and they're becoming sick and they don't know why. So it's morally okay in Brazil to just listen to the body, totally ignore the spirit. And ethics, it's what's above. So what is the transcendent truth that no matter when, it will always be the truth about how the universe operates and what's good for human beings. That's what the Logos is about, I believe. And that's what all the religions are grasping. So all of them touch it somehow. But then I believe that like maybe there are some religions that have more revealing about the truth than others. And I don't know for sure because I don't know much about different religions, but I just guess. Well, one thing that is true is like, if we are Christians, Jesus says, it's not about saying you're a Christian. People will come like when the judgment day comes and they will be like, hey, Jesus, I did miracles in your name. I healed people. I prophesied. I claimed your name. I said your name to people. I said I was a Christian. And he'll be like, I don't know you. Go away. And then he says, the ones who will come with me and will go to heaven are the ones who did the will of my Father. And the will of the Father is for what? For us to be good to one another, you know, and that's what like most religions talk about. So they say it's not about being a Christian, it's not about being a Jew, saying that you are a Christian or saying that you're a Jew, or even saying that you're a spiritist. It's about truly embracing the ethics, you know, what's beyond the current culture, and doing things for real. Like, not just, okay, I say nice things, but what do I do? How am I with my wife when she screams at me, you know? What do I do? Do I just scream back? Or am I like, okay, she's got some problems, I'm gonna try to help her, and vice versa, you know? If I see someone who needs money, what do I do? Do I just totally ignore? Or do I try to do something?
Yeah, you have to practice. You have to act. Yeah.
Exactly. It's about real reality, not just philosophy.
Practice is right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to practice. Practice is like training to me, but it's not training. It's like
as well.
Act.
As well. Yes. Act upon.
Act upon. Yeah, act upon.
And it makes sense to say you have to actually practice your beliefs, not just be believing in them. Yes.
Yeah.
So the thing is, the word logos. Oops. The word logos that they use in the previous video.
The Stoics believe resulting.
This is what one of Jesus' disciples called him. So this is interesting. It was like, Jesus is the logos. He is the one behind everything. He was before the universe started, and he created. And he just came up and he's like, hey, what's up? It's like if Jesus was Steve Jobs and we were inside the iPhone. So he doesn't need the iPhone. He created the iPhone. And then he was like, all right, I'm sending audios. Hey, how are you guys doing? And like, people were not getting it. They were getting it a little bit. So he was like, all right, I'm going to come in and tell you what's up. And then he was here. He was like, hey guys, so do this and that. Listen to my words, apply them. So that would be what us as Christians, you know, even as spiritists, if we take the words seriously. So it's about like him being the mechanism, the logic behind everything else. That's why love works so much. But love doesn't work immediately. That's the thing. The good things take time.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Why did he do it this way? Why is it the opposite, right?
Yeah.
Ice cream should taste bad, and lettuce should taste amazing. Yeah. But no, I don't understand.
Everything that tastes well, maybe don't make it good for you.
Very strong. Check out his channel, dude. He's got one about the schooling system. It's nice. I'll share the video with you so you can maybe see again if you want. And let's go for the review. There. All right, so let's see. How do you say SKEPTIC?
Skeptic.
Oh, okay.
Skeptic. Okay.
Who's the most skeptic person do you know? Use the word when you answer so you can, internalize.
Do I have to answer?
Yeah. So you
maybe a friend of mine that is the doctor is the most skeptic person that I know.
Okay, cool. All right. How do you say? Okay, I won't go through this. Youth group, grupo de jovem.
Youth group.
Yeah. Let's see. How do you say depois da vida, depois da morte?
Afterlife.
Afterlife.
Reincarnation.
Wow, you were guessing the next word.
Reincarnation.
Telepathic. Powers. How do you say to ficar mal, estar mal?
To be down.
Yes, good.
To be down.
How do you pronounce this word?
Purpose.
Yeah.
Purpose.
Yes.
Purpose.
How do you pronounce this word?
Catholic.
Yes, Catholic.
Catholic.
And this one?
Spiritism.
Very good.
Spiritism.
How do you say dividida?
Challenge.
Yeah, it's
challenge, soccer tackle.
I couldn't find pictures of it, but that's what it is. But tackle, yes. Tackle There it is, the tackle. Tackle is like more aggressive.
Tackle.
Okay. How do you say importar e exportar?
Export and import.
Perfect. Yes.
Import, export. Yeah.
Here. Can you repeat? I didn't know.
I didn't know.
And what the life is about, what this is all about.
What the life is about, what this is all about.
Cool. That's it, man. Sorry.
Yeah.
I held you for 2 minutes longer.
No problem, man. Okay,
right.
everything fine. So we see each other next week.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure,
Good-
man.
Good weekend.
You
And
too.
Bye, man.
Take care. Later.
Care later.
Bye.